All right, welcome back, guys. You know that song sounded like one of those songs in like a workout video from the 1980s or something, you know? Could really do some stair-stepping to that one. Yeah, well, here we go, guys. It is down to the wire here for TSL Alive. We're going to duke it out on Antigua Shipyard. He's got to win this game if he's going to beat FXO Leenock. What do you think, man? What do you think, Kaldor? What do you think of the chances for our Terran player here?
I actually think that he can come back into the series, but winning the whole series will be very, very hard after that start. I mean, he cheesed on the first map, it didn't work out too well. He pulled off a really amazing comeback, but lost the game in the end. And the second map, I don't really think we have to say a lot about that map. That was just a huge blunder by Alive, got punished by Leenock. And so Alive really has to get it going.
Very true. Well, looks like we're going to get it going right now. Leenock versus Alive Game 3. This is it, guys. All right, here we are in the game. Thank you to our sponsors. And up at the top of the map, up 2-0 right now, is our Zerg player from FXO. Will he make it to his first GSL semifinals? He is.
FXO Leenock.
All right, there's his ear. You can hear a Marine walking a million miles away. Well, that's a good drawing. Mighty fine morning, if you ask me. I'm Hydralisk. Well, a fine morning to you as well, Hydralisk. Oh, that Marine is like, you're the biggest Hydralisk I've ever seen. Wow. All right, down the bottom of the map, in the blue, from the Team TSL, needs to win this game to stay alive. He is.
TSL Alive.
Going gas
That was
first.
like the worst name joke ever. but that actually makes it pretty cool.
Well, thank you.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
I just heard that and was like, no, he didn't.
What? Capybara Zerg? What? Are they saying Leenock resembles the largest rodent on Earth? A capybara?
I have no idea.
Have you seen a capybara?
No?
Alright, it's like a big, it's like a giant gerbil, I guess? It's like a giant, well, it's hard to describe. It's a giant rodent.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just going to keep calling him Prince of War. Capybara Zerg is very unique, though.
Okay, guys, we have
creativity.
cross positions on Antigua, and once again the hatch first, but let's talk a little bit about Alive. We've talked about it in the first game already. He has a really good win quota against Zerg, 64% actually. We didn't see all too much of that. We talked about the games already, but let's have a quick look at the last matches against Zerg that Alive played. He won against Curious with 1-0 in the Code S. And he played obviously at IGN Pro League 3, where he was able to take out Hey Pro and Stefano, both of them with 2-0.
One of the only Terrans to take out Stefano too in that tournament.
And the only one so he lost to Red with 1-2, but still, with all those wins that he had lately, he's definitely able to win in TVZ. He has a very good win quota. He's a player that is definitely able to take some games of Leenock, and I think we haven't seen the real Alive in this series so far.
Yeah, I think his condition, his sort of mental condition right now is definitely a bit shaken. Looks like he's going to be going for Cloak Banshees possibly with that early gas, although no, he didn't get a second gas, and he
double reactor.
Took characters off gas, or took SCVs off gas as well. Yeah, he's just going to go Marine Hellion, interestingly enough. All right. I should have been looking at your monitor more than mine. I don't catch as much stuff with the Observer finding all the interesting things to see.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting one. He totally pulled off all his SCVs from gas. Oh, there's one back already, but still right now he is able to get a lot of Hellions, a lot of Marines. And yeah.
Well, this is a very interestingly crafted build from Alive. It's very specific, so we'll have to see what exactly he plans on doing past these initial buildings, you know?
We mentioned earlier that Alive, when we talked to him before the games, mentioned that he was like not feeling well the last few days. He had a headache apparently, and therefore couldn't train as much as he wanted to. But still, he's fine now, and he was quite confident going into these games. It didn't work out all too well so far. Overlord scout by Leenock, and Alive at least able to put a little bit of pressure onto the Overlord. But that certainly won't kill him.
It's going to keep Leenock from seeing if he did take 2 gases or not, so that's a little bit of information that he's kept to himself. Leenock does build a spine crawler. But it looks like he should be quite safe against a good amount of Hellions, especially with the Queen positioning as well. Oh, that Overlord's not going anywhere.
Oh, he's pulling SCVs.
Oh, man. Oh, he's returning it back. Whoa! And now he's pulling them again. No, it is an all-in.
Look at that.
Oh, boy. It's bit by bit time. Alive going for it.
That guy has balls of steel. Look at that.
Oh,
It's the
Leenock
third
doesn't
game.
know.
This is do or die. And oh my god, 3
Leenock
spine
does
crawlers being
know.
built.
Yeah.
How did he scout that?
I think
The
he
Overlord?
had a suspicion.
I think the Overlord saw it. I think the Overlord was able to spot it.
Do you think so? I don't know.
The Overlord is able to see the mineral line.
Oh, that's maybe true, just barely. But here he goes. Is he going to be able to do this? I don't know if this is going to work, Caldor. Though those 3 spine crawlers are going to finish. Oh, awesome transfuse on that spine crawler.
God, 1 is down, but the 3 spine crawlers finished. There are 3 queens, a lot of Zerglings as well.
Coming in. This is not looking too good.
Not at all.
Well, I don't know. Alive's got a lot of Marines and Hellions, but those 3 spines plus the queens. I don't know, man. I think it's over. GG. Oh, no. That is... Oh, Victory Baneling's there as well. But FXO Leenock. He's like, you don't go all in against the Prince of War.
Look at him.
Yep, he's going to the semifinals, and he is looking really strong.
Wow.
And TSL Alive. Oh, just gotta feel terrible for this guy. This was one of the worst days I have ever seen him have in the GSL or in StarCraft 2 in general. It happens to everybody, but he'll be back. And Leenock tossing out some shirts here. I saw him signing those before the GSL started, so that's going to be a cool gift for some lucky fans. Look at that.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I mean, that guy's so happy, and he really got the 3-0 that he was talking about earlier.
Yep, he did. He did get it.
I really feel sorry for Alive right now. He must be so disappointed.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and we talked him up so much before the match. He's really much better than we saw today, guys. I mean,
definitely.
This was actually like, I mean, it's really too bad. I mean, this was, if you can talk about like, I've seen a lot of really good players have bad days before in the GSL, but I think this was the worst day I have ever seen a good player have. You know, Leenock showed how good he is, but Alive just... everything went wrong, you know?
And in the end, I mean, that was kind of... At first I thought, okay, well, this is pretty cool. If that actually works, and when he was able to pull the SCV specs so the Zerglings wouldn't scout him...
I know, he didn't see it.
I was like, okay, that's really smart. But in the end, it was probably more desperation than really the confidence that was talking.
I think so, too. It seems like something's kind of bothering Alive, and it affected his gameplay today, so we'll see, you know, what's up here. But Leenock... got to be so happy for this kid, you know, winning MLG, then coming here, winning in the round of 8, going to the semifinals for the GSL. He's going to play against the winner of our next match, so he's either going to play against SC or MVP. That is going to be an ultimate test of PVZ, or ZVT, rather. I'm getting my matchups confused here, but you know what? He beat both of those guys at MLG, I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly. He did. He beat MVP with 2-0. And MMA with 2-1.
They've got the T-shirt there, even hiding their faces. It's like the Brood War days all over again, isn't it? Yep. So, yeah, well, kind of an abrupt end to that first match, a little bit quicker than we were thinking. But I think we've got a lot to look forward to in SC versus MVP as well. That's going to be a pretty awesome TVT.
Yep, that's going to be pretty good. And, well, MVP with his record in TVT, this guy is just amazing and obviously the favorite player in that match. But SC will try his best to take MVP down. And I have to admit that MVP lately looked a little bit more mortal.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I think other Terrans are starting, and other players in general are starting to kind of catch up to where he is. We're going to take about 5 minutes to think about that. Don't go anywhere, guys. Our second match coming up right after this at the GSL.